Let's give this a refresh. Trying to do a different setup. Please be patient. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's the wrong button to press. Close the player. Click that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Any way to make that screen smaller? Probably not. All right. So, let's keep this right there. All right, so welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. And that's what you'd have right here. A 162-game regular season. The standings are on the screen. The Avengers, after 148 games, 147, this is game number 148 of a 162-game schedule, are a half a game in front of the National League West. They're in first place. Record is 94-53. As you can see, the Dodgers are a game back in the loss column at 94-54, and they are a half game out. So let's jump into the calendar. Let's take a look at this schedule. So Colorado Rockies. At the Rockies 3-game set. Let's give it a go. Chris Hemsworth going for win number 21 on the season. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team at Coors Field. Coors Field. I don't like MLB Network. Let's see. Waiting for your comment to appear. Hey RC, Mazwardi. I did not remove my comments. What I'm doing is trying out like a new setup. I have my laptop computer in front of me. I'm trying to basically juggle the comments while at the same time so that I have a full screen and I don't have the comments on the actual screen itself. So let's go select Chris Hemsworth, Thor Odin's son, 20-6, going for win number 21. As you can see, Mark Ruffalo needs a little rest, so we're going to change. Mark Ruffalo will be the designated hitter. Idris Elba is not a catcher, so we will go to Benedict Wong is the backup catcher. Mackie, Holland, Tony Stark, Incredible Hulk, Bozeman, Batista, Don Cheadle needs a day off. Let's go Vin Diesel in center field. All right, so that's good to go. Here we go. Sounds good, says Mr. Mazwardi. Just trying a new setup. Thank you for watching. This is, again, game number 148 of a 162-game regular season. 15 games left. At 94 wins, if I split the last 15 games, 8-7, I win 102 games. That might be good enough for the division. We shall see, said the blind man. Live at Coors Field. Welcome for some Major League Baseball as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Colorado Rockies. On the mound for the Rockies is Ohtani. Ohtani's stats in MLB The Show 20 does not represent the fact that he's just winner of the Most Valuable Player Award in baseball in 2020. His record is 4-1 in this fictional franchise. 4-11. Not really fair. Leading off for the Avengers, we've got Anthony Mackie, 320. 17 homers, 67 runs batted in. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. The MVP, indeed. Pitches high, ball one. Rockies are in last place in the National League West, so this is technically a division matchup, but we're dealing with the first place team, the Avengers, against the last place team, the Colorado Rockies. Curveball low, count as 2 balls and no strikes. Floating head in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Wanted to see if I can change it up. And it's a shallow fly ball to left. In races, the left fielder makes the catch for out number 1. Starting lineup for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie's at shortstop, Tom Holland's at second. Robert Downey Jr. at first. The DH, Mark Ruffalo. Chadwick Boseman's at third, Dave Batista's in right, Sebastian Stan in left. This catcher today is Benedict Wong, and batting ninth and playing center field, Vin Diesel, or I Am Groot. Tom Holland hitting .360. He is Spider-Man in the MCU, and takes the first pitch inside corner with the slider, strike one. 360 is enough for first place in the National League in batting. He's looking to win a batting title. Let's see what happens with that.
Nope.
Checks his swing, fastball is low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a line drive, base hit to left center field. Makes a big turn at first and will hold. It'll be an it'll be a 1-out single for Tom Holland. First base runner of the game as I drink my coffee. Pardon me. Next up is Robert Downey Jr. hitting an even 300 on the season. Split finger fastball outside and low ball 1. Tony Stark is hitting 300. He has 21 homers and 92 runs batted in. He is the first baseman on the Hollywood Avengers. Runner leads off first, 1 down here at the top of the first. And that's a line drive which will carry to Jason Hayward in right for out number 2. Hit it right on the nose, but right at the right fielder here at Coors Field. So 2 down and up steps the Incredible Hulk Mark Ruffalo. Mark's hitting 338. He has a team-high 34 homers and 130 runs batted in. Without a doubt, he is the MVP of the team. 2 outs, runner at first. And it's a bloop base hit over the first baseman's head, dunks into right field for a hit, a 2-out single for the Hulk Ruffalo smash. And there'll be runners at first and second and 2-way. Hello, Outlander Show. Was there a rain delay? Yes, this is why I can never keep a schedule, Outlander. I say I'm going to play at 3, and here I am an hour and a half later. I am terrible at keeping schedules with video games. Chadwick Boseman, the late, great Chadwick Boseman, plays Black Panthers, hitting 343. He has 20 homers and 73 runs batted in. Runners at first and second. No 2 outs here in the top of the first. Fastball 97, high, ball 1. I can't keep a schedule. It's the worst. I think, you know what, when you do something for fun and you make it into a schedule, it turns into a job and then it's no longer fun. Swings and misses out in front of the slider. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. I did that, Outlander, I did the setup that you said. I just want to give it a little bit of a try. I have the laptop kind of staring me in the face just off to the right on a little coffee table. Let's see if I can keep up with checking the comments off screen on the laptop. Checks his swing, pitches outside, no swing, says the first base umpire. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Black Panther. Holland leads off second. Ruffalo leads off first. Here's the pitch. Slider looked high, called a strike. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners lead off first and second. No score here in the top of the first inning. First game of a 3-game set at Coors Field. Swinging and miss. Splitter gets him. Strikes him out swinging, and the side is retired. They strand 2 after half inning of baseball. Here at Coors Field, it's the Hollywood Avengers nothing. The Colorado Rockies coming to bat. This is Avengers baseball. He is Thor Odin's son, Chris Hemsworth, making his 31st start of the season. His record is 20-6 with a 2.72 earned run average. Outlander Show says the setup works for me. I hope you like it. I like it. The only difference is that I am freaking I'm blind. So I had to turn up the resolution and the size of the writing on the laptop to like 120%. Leading off for the Colorado Rockies, Miguel Cabrera, a very young, thin version of Miguel Cabrera. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. To the swing and a miss, strike 1. Right now I'm kind of like overloaded with stimulus. I'm looking at the screen over here. I'm looking down here at the laptop. I'm trying to keep track of the play-by-play. I'm all over the place. Got to get used to it. Swing and a miss at the sinking fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Hollywood Avengers, 94 wins and 53 losses. They are chasing or fighting with the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West for the division crown. One team will win the division. One team will have a wild card spot. Swing and a miss at the split finger fastball. Strike 3. First out, first strikeout for Chris Hemsworth. Thor Odin's son, strongest Avenger. Here's the replay. Just got to get my coffee. I like this setup. I do, because it allows me to move this circular box up here from here to down there to over there, depending on the game. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Here's the pitch. Tries to bunt his way on. He's going to let it go foul. Let it go foul. Strike one. If Black Panther at third, Chadwick Boseman had to throw him out barehanded. Greg Jones has a lot of speed. That's Greg Jones, 259 average play shortstop for the fictional Colorado Rockies. Grounded to first, scooped. Tony Stark takes it himself, and there are two away here in the bottom of the first. Starting lineup for the Colorado Rockies: Miguel Cabrera is at third, Greg Jones at short, Willie McCovey's at first, Kyle Schwarber's in left, Duke Snider's in center, Jason Hayward's in right. DH is Hunter Dozier. Corey Lee's behind the plate, and batting ninth and at second base is Michael Busch. Willie McCovey, Hall of Famer, 315, 51 homers, 110 runs batted in on this season, with a mere half a month of season to go. Swings and fouls it back, strike one. Those of you that are unaware, let's see if I can. I hope I'm not losing comments. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Let's see. Let me make sure that this is down there. I probably would have lost comments. Let me keep it like that. Okay. Back in business. So, 2 outs, bases empty. Here comes the pitch from Thor Odinson. And that is a shallow fly ball. Charging forward is the War Machine. No, check that. That is I Am Groot for the final out. Vin Diesel makes the catch to retire the side. End of one, no score here at Coors Field. Okay. Leading off the top of the second is Dave Bautista, 317, 13 homers, 69 runs batted in. Dave Bautista plays Drax the Destroyer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that's a deep drive to center. Back goes Duke on the warning track, makes the catch. One pitch, one away. Yes, indeed, Mr. Outlander, it is a test run. I am enjoying it. It's just a whole lot of new stimuli. The defensive alignment for the Colorado Rockies: Kyle Schwarber's in left, Duke Snider's in center, and Jason Hayward is in right. And in the infield, Miguel Cabrera, Greg Jones, Michael Busch, Willie McCovey, with Corey Lee behind home plate. That is the defense of the Colorado Rockies. Next up, the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan, hitting .289. He has 10 homers and 50 runs batted in. Fastball outside, ball one. Not so bad. I'm enjoying it. I like one of the little visual variety, Mr. Outlander. Checked his swing, or did he? Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. The count is 2 balls and no strikes on Sebastian Stan. Bucky Barnes, if you will. Splitter inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Will he swing on the 3-0 count? No, he will not, because I do not swing on 3-0 counts. I take a pitch. Outside corner, strike one. Now the hitter's count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Perfectly acceptable to swing at 3-1 pitches. Let's see. One hopper to the second baseman, Michael Busch, throws to first in time, and there are 2 away here in the top of the second inning. I can even like my own video. How you like that? I'm gonna click like. Haha, click like on my own video. How cheesy is that? Up next is the backup catcher, Benedict Wong. Overall, he's hitting .253. He's 3 homers, 13 RBIs. He's seeing a lot more playing time since the injury of Chris Evans. And that's a line drive which will find its way into the glove of Jason Hayward to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Ohtani, and after an inning and a half of play, still no score. This is Avengers baseball. Leading off the bottom of the second inning, Kyle Schwarber, left fielder, .258, 13 homers, 49 RBIs. Comes a pitch from the strongest Avenger. Swinging a miss at 97 on the radar gun, strike one. Hemsworth is 20-6. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count is quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Going for win number 21 on the season. The is the only pitcher on the ball club with that magic number 20 in the win column. Closest to that is his brother Loki, Tom Hiddleston. It has 17 wins on the season. Swing and a miss. The split finger fastball out in front. And that is strike 3. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Second strikeout of the game. Here's a replay as I sip my caffeinated drink. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Avengers Baseball. Up next, center fielder Duke Snider, 321, 25 homers, 81 RBIs on the season. 1 out, bases empty. Fastball in there, strike 1. Duke Snider is a legendary player from like the 1950s. He played for the Dodgers when they were still in Brooklyn. He was kind of like Brooklyn's answer to Mickey Mantle in center field for New York fans. Sinking fastball finds the outside corner, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, inside corner, caught him looking, and there are 2 away. Third strikeout from Point Break. Next up, right fielder Jason Hayward. Jason's hitting .298 on this season. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the hammer throw. Inside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss, the splitter. Count is quickly 0-2. For those of you that are interested in my live streams but are not that big a baseball fan, fear not. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be on tonight, a live stream. Late on the fastball, fouls it up the third base line. Out of play, count remains 0-2. My plan is to do the Assassin's Creed Valhalla live stream at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening. But as the Outlander knows quite well, I can't keep a schedule to save my life, so who knows when it'll happen. That's a deep drive towards the left center field gap, and it will make itself 1 hop to the fence, the deepest part of the ballpark. He's going to make the turn at second. He's going to go all the way to third. In fact, you better be careful. He's going to come home. That is a triple, 2-out triple for Jason Hayward, his 4th triple of the season. Deep drive towards left center field gap. Deepest part of the ballpark. Any other part of the ballpark, that would have been a solo shot and a 1-0 lead for Colorado. So, 2 outs and up steps Hunter Dozier, who's the designated hitter today. .233, 9 homers, 24 RBIs. I don't know what animal that's supposed to be. I guess it's a dinosaur. All right, so a dinosaur. The Rockies mascot is a dinosaur. That's interesting. Splitter, outside corner, strike 1. Rockies, dinosaur. I guess it is. I guess it works. Fouls it back. Count no balls and 2 strikes to Dozier. Ground ball speared. Oh, and he gets it caught in his glove, and the run scores. It's an infield single, or will they call it an error? No, that's an infield single, an RBI infield single for Hunter Dozier. And the Colorado Rockies take an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Would have been a tough play. Swing and a miss at the fastball. That's Corey Lee, the catcher. He's hitting .241, 10 homers, 47 runs batted in. Runner at first, 2 down. 1-0 Colorado. Fouls off the splitter, strike 2. Long throw in time. This time, Black Panther at third base retires the side, but not after that infield single puts a run on the scoreboard. At the end of 2 innings of play here at Coors Field, it's Colorado 1, MCU nothing. This is Avengers Baseball. Yeah. We go to the top of the third. Up steps Vin Diesel. I am Groot. Vin is giving War Machine a day off in center field today, leading off here in the top of the third. Split finger fastball outside, ball 1. And it is skies it to shallow center. Charging is Duke Snyder. He makes the catch for the first down. Time to caffeinate. Time to hydrate. National League West standings in this fictional franchise. As you can see, the Rockies are in last place. But more interesting, the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Hollywood Avengers are tied in a virtual mathematical tie for first place. Sonic, King Sonic, hello. I see your comment in the chat box. Up next is Anthony Mackie. He is 0 for 1. Thank you for visiting the live stream. Hits him. And he'll go to first. Free pass for Anthony Mackie. Cut the check. Let's the replay. Checks the swing. Gets him on the upper thigh, on that left thigh. I could see your thumbs up sign. Your victory sign. Up next, Tom Holland. Tommy singled in the first. He's 1 for 1. Runner leads off first. A lot of speed. Throw to first. He's back. Anthony Mackie does not lead the team in stolen bases. He doesn't quite have the wherewithal, but he's got a lot of speed. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count as 1 ball and no strikes. Tom Holland is Spider-Man. Everybody's excited in the next 10 days or so to see the new Spider-Man film that features Doctor Strange and all the other dimensional versions of himself. That's not a spoiler. Everybody's been letting that cat out of the bag. Fouls off the pitch, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Holland. I'm excited too. Watching the Hawkeye show on Disney Plus at the moment. And that's a bloop, and it will be caught for out number 2. Off the end of the bat, Greg Jones is short, makes the catch for the second out.
Number 12.
2 down, up steps Robert Downey Jr., the man who plays Iron Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Steps up, runner leads off first, 2 down, top of the third, 1-0 Colorado. Line drive, foul. Strike 1. Pitch is low, throw down is not in time. It is a stolen base. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie. The new Captain America is now in scoring position where a single with 2 outs could tie this ball game at 1. No chance for Corey Lee behind the plate to throw him out. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Tony. Slider outside corner, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Looked like he didn't like the call at all. Thought it was outside. Called strike 3 to retire the side. After 2.5, it's 1-0 Colorado. So we go to Heidi Watney, our sideline reporter, and as it's been an issue all season, there seems to be something wrong with her microphone. So we'll have to send somebody down there with a 9-volt battery and some knowledge about wireless microphones. In the meantime, bottom of the third, Michael Bush, the number 9 hitter, is hitting .224. He has 12 homers on the season. Leads off the bottom of the third inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-0 Colorado. Sinking fastball inside corner, count is no balls and 2 strikes on Michael Bush. Swing and a miss. Fastball blew it past him. That is out number 1. His 4th strikeout of the game already. Here after 2 1/3 innings. Lineup turns over for the Rockies. Miguel Cabrera is one of those 4 strikeout victims. He's 0 for 1. Sinking fastball high, but called a strike. Count is 0-1. One thing I wish I could do in these baseball video games, swing and a miss at the split finger fastball, count is no balls and 2 strikes. I wish there was a mode that allowed you to manipulate the actual size of the strike zone. Because I think that the textbook strike zone is a little too big. I think it should be smaller and be more triangular in nature. Skies it to right. There is Batista for the second out. Yeah, like I would make the strike zone kind of like this. Belt buckle, corners wide, inside corner wide, outside corner wide, kind of like a ziggurat shape is what I would do. Anyway, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Up steps Greg Jones, who's 0 for 1. Splitter low, ball 1. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is game number 148 of a 162-game regular season. 15 games left in the regular season. This is September baseball. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike to Greg Jones. Late on it, fouls it off, strike 2. Pops it up, caught, and the side is retired. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hemsworth, and after 3 innings of play, it's 1-0 Colorado. We go to the top of the 4th. Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, singled in his first at-bat. He has 34 homers and 130 runs batted in. Way out in front of the slider, swinging a miss, strike 1. Looked a little anxious at the plate. Low, 1 ball and 1 strike. High, 2-1. Ohtani, the MVP. 2-1 pitch, here comes. Out in front of the slider, swinging a miss, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Hulk. Chases the slider out of the strike zone. Strikes him out swinging, and there is 1 away. 3rd strikeout of the game for Ohtani. Couldn't hold back. Tantalizing up in his eyes. Next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman. Struck out in the first, he's 0 for 1. Outside and low, ball 1. Little late on the high fastball, fouls it down the right field line, out of play. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. I say late and great because we lost Chadwick Boseman to colon cancer in 2020. May he rest in peace. Again late on the fastball, fouls it off, strike 2. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checks his swing slider in the dirt, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, 3-2. On deck is Drax the Destroyer. Here comes the 3-2 pitch with 1 out. He chases a splitter out of the zone. It was ball 4, but instead it's strikeout number 4 for Ohtani, and there are 2 away. Here's the replay. It just disappeared. Look at this nasty pitch. So with 2 down and bases empty, up steps Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Flew out in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. Did he swing? Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. Strike 1. Ohtani's looking sharp. Thought I was going to get a piece of Ohtani early on. High fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ohtani looks sharp. And that's a line drive over the head of the shortstop. He dunks that in there. It's a big turn. He's going for second. The throw to second by Schwarber is not in time. He legs out a double. It is a 2-out double. Number 36 on the season for Dave Bautista. Nothing gets over his head. He'll catch it. Next up is Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. He's going to need a single with 2 outs to tie this ball game at 1. Sliders outside, ball 1. Bautista leads off second in scoring position. 1-0 count, but here comes the pitch. That's a line drive to right, and it's heading for the gap, and will roll all the way to the wall, rounding third, and heading home is Batista. It is an RBI single with 2 outs, RBI double, pardon me, by Bucky Barnes. That is Sebastian Stan's 17th double of the season, and this ball game is tied at 1. Here's the replay over the head of the second baseman, and makes it all the way to the fence. Next up, the protector of the sorcerer, Supreme Benedict Wong. And that's a deep drive. He makes it against the wall, makes the catch. Gorgeous play by Jason Hayward. Collides with that wire fence to retire the side. But they get an RBI double from Sebastian Stan, and after 3.5, this ball game is tied at 1. All right, go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Willie McCovey. Willie McCovey's got 51 homers in this fictional franchise. 51. Let's hope it stays there. I don't want to see 52. Fastball in there, strike 1. And he's late, fouls it up the third base line. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on McCovey. I don't know very much about Willie McCovey's career. I have a feeling that he played for the San Francisco Giants in the 50s and 60s. Fouls off the splitter. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. They call the right field body of water in San Francisco's home park. They call that McCovey Cove. So I can only assume that he's really good. Deep fly ball to center on the warning track. I am Groot. Vin Diesel makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. Next up, Kyle Schwarber, left fielder, struck out in the 2nd. He is 0 for 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 tie. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Thor needs a haircut. I am looking forward to seeing Love and Thunder, the next Thor film, to be completely honest. Sinking fastball high, but called a strike. Count is 0-2. Schwarber sets for the pitch. Pitch misses inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Hemsworth. Here's the replay. So with 2 down, up steps Duke Snider. Duke struck out in the 2nd, 0 for 1. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the 4th. At the knees, strike 1, 98 on the radar gun. Looks like a packed house here at Coors Field. And it is a slicing drive to left. Sebastian Stan makes the catch on the line to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Hemsworth. At the end of 4, we have ourselves a tie ball game at 1. So we go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Vin Diesel. He is 0 for 1. He flew out in the 3rd. Ohtani sets and delivers. And that's a line drive, but it will be a foul ball for strike 1. Couldn't get it, got around on it. Pulled it into foul territory. Out in front of the slider. Count is 0-2 on I Am Groot, the voice of Rocket Raccoon in the MCU. Slider outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Pitch was high. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vin Diesel leads off here in the top of the 5th. 1-1 ball game. And he pops it up in the infield. Routine play for Michael Busch at 2nd for the first out. Lineup turns over. up steps the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. He's officially 0-for-1, but he was hit by a pitch and stole a base today. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. That ball is gonzo. It is a solo home run. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie. That is the new Captain America's 18th home run of the season. And just like that, the Hollywood Avengers have a 2-1 lead. I didn't even think he got good wood on that, ladies and gentlemen. Got up there in the jet stream and just took off. I was as shocked as you were. Bang. Oh, he was like, I hit that out, I think. Hello, IFT Nation. Doing a new setup here. I can see your comments. I'm going to have a laptop off screen. Next is Tom Holland. He's 1 for 2 with a single. It's not water. It's actually caffeinated. It is a iced tea with ice in it. Swing and a miss. I would say don't forget to hydrate, but actually when you drink coffee, you dehydrate technically. So count as 0-1 to Tom Holland. Backs him off the plate, high and tight. Counted evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1 lead for the MCU here in the top of the 5th. Tom Holland is seeking a batting title in the National League. 2-1 count. Close pitch off the edge. Called the ball by the home plate umpire. Slider off the plate high. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike to Tom Holland. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And it's a 1-out walk. So Ohtani gives up the solo homer by Anthony Mackie. He proceeds to walk the next batter. Holland has speed. He needs to keep an eye on him because he can swipe a bag. So up next, oh wait, oh that's it. Short hook by the manager of the Rockies. He calls for the right-hander. Ohtani's day is done. Hit the showers, MVP. In relief for the Rockies. I have no idea because my ugly face is in the way. I think his name is probably Anderson. 3-3 with a 4.73 earned run average. He will face Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. is 0 for 2. Struck out, lined out. Runner leads off first. 1 away. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count as 1 ball, no strikes. 2 right-handers warming in the Rockies bullpen. Alec Mills and Chris Devensky getting loose. Here comes the pitch to Tony. Quick throw to first. It's back. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Is he going to steal a base? For those that have never seen one of my live streams, be aware. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases, though. I let the computer decide to run the bases, to steal when they think that they have the opportunity. So if Holland takes off for second, it's as much a mystery to you as it is to me. And difficulty setting for hitting and pitching is set to all-star for the full season. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Breaking ball low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes to RDJ. Again, throw to first, keeping him close. Slow bouncer to the second baseman. Flips to second for the force. And it's a 4-6-3 double play to retire the side. But a solo shot by Anthony Mackie. The end of 4.5. The Hollywood Avengers lead 2-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're going to go to Heidi Watney again. And we still can't hear Heidi. Something's wrong with that microphone. Sorry, Heidi. Just take the rest of the game off, Heidi. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Up steps right fielder Jason Hayward, who tripled and scored a run in this game for the Rockies. And he slices it the other way. There is the Winter Soldier. Stan makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. Chris Hemsworth. Winners in the National League, Cy Young and Chris Hemsworth are both tied with 20 wins. His brother, Tom Hiddleston, Loki, is in second place in the National League with 17. So next up, Hunter Dozier. Hunter Dozier has an RBI single today. 1 out, bases empty. Fastball in there, 97 on the radar gun, strike one. 2-1 lead for the MCU here in the bottom of the fifth. Sinking fastball is low, ball one. Fouls off the splitter. Count is 1-2. Deep drive to right. Back goes Batista near the warning track. It is playable for out number 2. This is the first of a 3-game set at Coors Field. Hemsworth, ERA leaders. He leads the National League amongst all starting pitchers with a 2.72 earned run average. I think that Chris Hemsworth, without a doubt, is in line to win the National League Cy Young Award. Corey Lee is up again. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs, bases empty. Bouncer up the middle, fielded by Holland. He throws to first, scooped out of the dirt by Tony Stark to retire the side. So it's an official ball game. 5 innings complete here at Coors Field. The Avengers lead 2-1. Let's go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Mark Ruffalo, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Struck out in his last at-bat. A little late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line, out of play, strike one. Cut fastball, checked his swing, pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, circle change in the dirt. And he grounds it to the shortstop, fielded by Jones. Long throw, in time, 1 away. Hulk is 1 for 3. Next up, Chadwick Boseman, who struck out twice today. He is 0 for 2. Some insurance would be nice. It's a 2-1 lead here in the 6th inning. Grounder to his counterpart over there at third. Miguel Cabrera throws to first, in time, and there are 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Dave.
Next up is Dave Batista. Dave's 1 for 2 with a double. Swing and a miss out in front of the cut fastball, strike one. Aloha, Mr. Infinite Phoenix. Thank you for joining the live stream. Doing a little bit of a new setup. The comments are not on the screen. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. The comments are not on the screen, but I have a laptop open in my eye line. It was a suggestion made to me by the Outlander. Broken bat, throws to first, in time, side retired. Nice relief inning by Anderson. So after 5.5, it's a 2-1 lead for the MCU. Infinite Persona, loving the show. Happy to catch it live today, kind of lurking while working. Well, listen, Infinite Phoenix, I genuinely appreciate your time and your energy. Lurk away, my friend, lurk away. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Michael Bush's turn. Steps up. He struck out in his first at-bat. Here comes a pitch from Thor Odinson. Fouls it back, strike one. So the Avengers and the LA Dodgers are in a mathematical tie for first place in the National League West. Obviously, one team will win the National League West division and one team will get the wild card. So both of them are going to make the playoffs very soon. But of course I want to win the division with 15 games left in the regular season. Well, who wouldn't want to win the division? Racing over towards foul territory is Batista, makes the catch for the first out. Nice play by Drax, the destroyer in right field. Next up, the leadoff man, Miguel Cabrera, up there for his 3rd plate appearance. Miguel is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Sinking fastball, inside corner, strike one. Swing and a miss, the sinker. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Hi, Sonic. King Sonic is in the house. 0-2 count. Strike 3 called. Splitter found at the knees. Caught him looking. Strikeout number 6 for Hemsworth. Was it a strike? Listen, even if you think it's low, it's too close to take with 2 strikes. You got to foul that off to stay alive, just to be on the safe side. So 2 down, base is empty. Up steps Greg Jones, who's 0 for 2. 2-seam fastball in there, strike 1. Hemsworth says, I am the strongest Avenger. Deep, but foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Greg Jones. That had the distance, but he couldn't keep it fair. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 7, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the 7th at the end of 6. It's a 2-1 lead for the MCU.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
In relief comes Alec Mills, pardon me, his 6-6 record with a 5.14 earned run average. He will pitch here in the top of the 7th inning to Sebastian Stan. Sebastian has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2.
The left fielder, number 16.
And he pops it up in the infield, charging is Willie McCovey in foul territory. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Next up, Benedict Wong. Benedict plays a character named Wong, so that's kind of weird. He's 0 for 2. I can imagine him going for the audition in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's Benedict Wong. He gives it his headshots. He goes, my name is Benedict Wong, and pitches low, 2 balls and no strikes. I'm Benedict Wong, and you should give me the part because the character's name is Wong. 2 right-handers warming in the Rockies bullpen, Tyler Clippard and Chris Davensky getting loose. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0, 3-0 count. On deck is I Am Groot, Vin Diesel. Is he swinging on 3-0? You should know by now that I never swing on 3-0 pitches. Never. In there, strike 1. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. Now the count is 3 balls and 1 strike, and the shackles are off. Here comes ball 4. So it's a 1-out walk to the protector of the Sorcerer Supreme as I drink my iced coffee.
Number 32.
Crunch in my eyes. So, Vin Diesel's 0 for 2, hitting .279 on the season, giving a day off to Don Cheadle in center field, backup player. 5 homers, 15 RBIs on the season. Fastball outside, ball 1. Inside and high, 2 balls and no strikes. And it looks like Alec Mills is having a little trouble with his location. It looks a little wild. And what does Vin Diesel do? He swings at a pitch in on his hands, pops it up. Covey makes the catch for the 2nd out. Instead of showing some patience, he swings at a pitch that was probably ball 3. So the lineup turns over for Anthony Mackie. In his last at-bat, he did this. Hit himself a solo shot to give the Avengers a 2-1 lead. Can he do it again? I would say yes, he can, but will he is another question altogether. Looked outside and high, called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is no balls and 1 strike. Runner leads off first. Here in the top of the 7th. Pitch is high, 1 ball and 1 strike. So with 15 games left, if the Avengers go 8-7, they win 102 games on the season. That might be enough, might not be enough to win the National League West. So I'm going to try to put the pedal to the metal and win as many games as I can. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Anthony Mackie. If I go 10-5, that would get me to 104 wins, which is pretty damn impressive. Curveball outside, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. No idea what the Los Angeles Dodgers will do with their final 15 games. They've already won today. Walks him, so 2 straight walks. Well, it would be 2 straight walks if Vin Diesel didn't pop up. Runners at first and second and 2 down. And up steps the National League's leading hitter, Tom Holland, who's 1 for 2 with a single. A single could plate a 3rd run for the Avengers, that necessary insurance run. Ground ball up the middle and through. That might be it, rounding 3rd and heading home. It is up the line. Swipe tag is no good. It's an RBI single for Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And the MCU now takes a 3-1 advantage on this ground ball with eyes. An RBI 2-out single by Tommy Holland. So that now the Avengers have a 2-run lead here in the top of the 7th, pardon me. Ha-ha! Next up, Robert Downey Jr. 0 for 3 today. Started the game at a 300 average. He's dipped below. Now he's at 298. Runners at first and second, 2 outs still. 3-1 lead for the MCU. Outside corner fastball, strike 1. Tony Stark is hitting .365 with runners in scoring position this season. So he has 92 runs batted in. He's made the most of his opportunities. Change up outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep drive, but playable. Wait. In the corner, next to the wall in foul territory, Jason Hayward makes a difficult catch look easy to retire the side. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. The Avengers lead 3-1. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers, yeah. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Willie McCovey has flown out twice. He is 0 for 2. Hemsworth is still out there. Pitching coach came over to him and said, "Hemsworth, how you feeling?" He says, "I'm the strongest Avenger. I will finish what I have started." That's word for word what Chris Hemsworth said. I have it recorded. It's evidence. I have evidence. Line drive caught by the shortstop. 1 away. Cut the check, Anthony Mackie. Cut that check. Next up, Kyle Schwarber, who's 0 for 2, struck out twice. 3-1 lead for the Avengers. Splitter inside and low, ball 1. Ground ball sliding to his seat. Long throw in time. Gorgeous play by Anthony Mackie, the only man left on the infield. Was it Anthony Mackie or was that Chadwick Boseman? Boseman playing basically shortstop and third base makes the long throw for out number 2. Nice play. Duke Schneider's 0 for 2. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, strike 1. Splitter misses inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hemsworth has only thrown 65 pitches. He seems comfortable and in control. Sinking fastball inside corner, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Snyder. Here's the pitch. Just misses. He was aiming for that outside corner and just missed. Count as 2 balls and 2 strikes on Snyder. Fouls off the splitter. Count remains 2-2. Line drive the other way, racing over is the Winter Soldier. Sebastian Stan makes the catch to retire the side. So 7 innings complete here at Coors Field. It's the Avengers 3, the Rockies 1. This is Avengers Baseball. Strongest Avenger. So we go to the top of the 8th. Chris Stevensky comes out of the bullpen, pitching in his 48th game. His record is 2-3 with a 5.20 earned run average. Outlandish Show says, "Let's go!" So Mark Ruffalo's 1 for 3 with a single in the first inning.
Number 84.
Leads off here in the top of the 8th. And he pops it up. on the outfield grass is Michael Bush. 1 pitch, 1 away. Seemed like a good pitch to hit, and he just popped it up. Next up, Chadwick Boseman, who was 0 for 3. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Strike 1. For those of you that are interested, this is not the only live stream I'll be streaming today. Later on this evening, checks his swing, fastball is low. Later on this evening, I will be doing an Assassin's Creed Valhalla Ivor the Clean Shaven live stream later on this evening. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is high, 2-1. Deep drive, curving foul. It had the distance, but couldn't stay fair. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 3-1 lead for the MCU. Here's the pitch by Davinsky. Splitter or slider in the dirt. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Drax the Destroyer. Here comes that full count pitch. And it is a deep fly ball to left center field. Back goes Duke Snider near the warning track, over the shoulder catch for the out. I really think I'm going to get that game this weekend, says the Outlander Show. Well, Outlander, I got to be completely honest with you, it's definitely worth it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a great game. It honestly, cutscenes, action, hack and slash, stealth. Dave Bautista's up with 2 outs in the 8th, 1 for 3 with a double. Character choices. It's long, though. It's an open world game with lots of side missions. It can be a little overwhelming. That I'll say. But if you like, checks his swing, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Batista. If you enjoy open world games and that doesn't deter you, I would say the Assassin's Creed swing and a miss strikes him out swinging, and we will go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 2-run lead for the Marvel's Avengers. The MCU leads 3-1. This is Avengers baseball. Again, the pitching coach goes out to Chris Hemsworth and says, how you feeling? You're okay? And Hemsworth says, I'm the strongest Avenger. No one will replace me. I will pitch a complete game. And then he proceeds to give up a double down the left field line. Rounding first and heading to second is Hayward. And now the tying run will come to the plate for the Colorado Rockies. That's Hayward's 27th double of the season. Lines it over the head of the third baseman and down that left field line. Representing the tying run, Hunter Dozier, who's 1 for 2. He has an RBI single today. The manager, regardless of what Thor Odinson says, is going to go to the bullpen. And he's going to warm up Jeremy Renner, just in case. Jeremy will come in for a 6-out save if necessary. Deep fly ball, racing over. Makes the catch. Tagging at second and going to third. So there'll be a runner at third and less than 2 outs as Hayward advances to third base on the deep fly ball. Corey Lee has a runner at third and an opportunity to make this a 1-run ball game with the deep fly ball. He's 0 for 2 today. The manager is going to send the pitching coach out to the mound to talk to Thor Odinson. And Thor looks at him squarely in the eye and says, "Don't tell him. I feel fine." So he's staying in the game. Deep fly ball. There is I Am Groot. Throw to the plate. He's tagging. It is not in time. It is a 1-run ball game on the RBI sacrifice fly by Corey Lee, and the MCU now leads 3-2 with 2 outs here in the 8th. It looks incredible, doesn't it? I really think it's going to... So Infinite Phoenix jumped in to say that Assassin's Creed Valhalla looks incredible, that it's stunning, and I completely agree with you, Infinite Phoenix. I love Valhalla. I think Valhalla is an incredible game. Right now I'm in the middle of a live stream of it, and it's honestly the most fun I've had in a long time. So Michael Bush is 0 for 2. And it's a slicing line drive out of play for strike one. Swing and a miss at the high fastball count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Side retired. 8 innings. They do get a run on the sacrifice fly. As we go to the top of the 9th inning, the MCU leads 3-2. This is Avengers baseball. So in relief is Raleigh Fingers with his funny-looking mustache. He is the closer of the Rockies. He's got 31 saves. This is not a save situation, being down by a run. He will face Sebastian Stan who has an RBI double today. I guess the Rockies want to keep it at 3. Swing and a miss. Swings at a pitch way out of the strike zone for strike one. Sidearm throw outside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike to Stan. Misses with the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bucky Barnes. Here's a pitch from Fingers. Jams him, pops it up in the infield. Greg Jones is there, makes the catch for out number 1. Next up, Benedict Wong. He has a walk and a run scored. Officially, he is 0 for 2 today. Steps in from the left side against the righty, Raleigh Fingers. And he pulls it inside the first base bag and down the right field line. It will careen right to him, so he's going to have to stay at first. Nice play by Jason Hayward to hold him to a single. So it's a 1-out single and a 7-game hitting streak for Benedict Wong. Here's a replay as I sip my iced coffee. Next up, Vin Diesel. I'm Groot. 0 for 3. Slider inside, ball 1. Vin Diesel's 0 for 3. You may be thinking to yourself, why didn't he pinch hit in this situation? Maybe in the playoffs I would pinch hit, but right now, sinking fastball outside, count as 2 balls and no strikes. You have to show faith in your backup players, especially during the regular season. Deep fly ball to center, but playable. Snyder waits for it, makes the catch for out number 2. No advance on the bases. Wong retreats to first. So the lineup turns over. Anthony Mackie has a solo homer today. He is 1 for 2. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Wong leads off first. Sinking fastball is low, ball 1. Ground ball through the right side. It's the 2nd hit of the game for Anthony Mackie. Cut the check. And there'll be runners at first and second with 2 down here in the top of the 9th. They are threatening. Here's the replay. Just a hard ground ball through the right side. No chance for McCovey or Bush. Next up, the top hitter in the National League, Tom Holland, who's 2 for 3 with an RBI today. Just gets a piece of the slider. Strike 1. A 2-out hit would be crucial here. An insurance run would make this a much more comfortable bottom of the 9th inning. Grounded to third, throws to second for the force, and the side is retired. So last licks for the Colorado Rockies. We go to the bottom of the 9th. They need a run to tie. It's the Hollywood Avengers leading 3-2. Again, Chris Hemsworth basically threatens death to the pitching coach and says, I will finish what I've started. So Chris Hemsworth is on the mound here in the bottom of the 9th. If he gets into any trouble at all, the manager will come in and bring in Jeremy Renner, the closer. And he wants to do it himself. And he pulls the 2-seam fastball foul for strike 1. He's only thrown 76 pitches, so it's not a pitch count issue. Chases a split finger fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Miguel Cabrera. Very thin version. When I think of Miguel Cabrera, I think of a guy with a big pot belly. Jams him, racing over. The center fielder will not make the catch, and it will bounce over his head. And he's going to go to third. It is a triple, a lead-off triple. And some of the mistake should be put on the shoulders of the manager for not putting in a defensive replacement for the center field here in the bottom of the 9th inning on the road. Obviously, Vin Diesel could not make the play, went over his head. If Don Cheadle were out there in center field, I think he probably would have come up with that catch. Oh no, says the Outlander show. Pinch running at third base is Andrew McCutchen, so there's a runner at third, the tying run with nobody out. Up next, Greg Jones, 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th. The manager goes to the bullpen and brings in Jeremy Renner and almost gets punched in the face by Thor Odinson. I'm the strongest Avenger. You cannot replace me. But eventually he gets off the mound and wishes Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, the best of luck. He leaves in a lead, but he's responsible for that runner at third.
Your attention, please.
So in relief, Jeremy Renner. He's 1-3 on the season. He has 28 saves. 28 saves in 33 opportunities. He's had a very up and down rocky season. He's been dominant, but there have been times when he hasn't been able to get the out. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Jones has nothing, says the Outlander. Jones has nothing. And that's a line drive, base hit in the right field. It's going to be an RBI double at the very least. And a tie ball game at 3. He's going to make the turn at second and go to third. The winning run goes to third base with nobody out. And this ball game is tied by the triple by Greg Jones. And they are poised to win this game in walk-off fashion. They have a runner at third base with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. And how the tides and the fortune has turned. How the worm has turned here in the bottom of the 9th. Up next is Willie McCovey with an opportunity with a deep fly ball to win this game 4-3, the first game of this 3-game series on the road. Here it comes. Line drive caught. And he for out number 1. Nice reaction from the third baseman. Black Panther records out number 1. Here's the replay. Lashes it, hits it as hard as he can, but right at the third baseman. Bang. Caught. No chance to tag the runner for a double play. Up next, Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber is 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Inside corner, fastball, strike 1. Kyle Schwarber is hitting .209 with runners in scoring position, but he doesn't need a hit in order to win this game. Pulls the fastball down the right field line. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Schwarber. Pops it up down the right field line, charging in. He will not make the catch, and the at-bat will continue. The count remains no balls, 2 strikes on Schwarber. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. There's 2 away. The job is not done, but now the Colorado Rockies, in order to win this game, need a hit to bring in that runner from third. There's a swing at the high breaking ball. His 3rd strikeout of the game for Kyle Schwarber. So 9th inning, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, runner at third. Up next is Duke Schneider, who needs a hit to win this ball game. In there, strike 1. That pitch on the radar gun was 102 miles an hour from Hawkeye. He has a blown save, and he's trying to prevent the loss. High again, called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And Jeremy Renner is 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Fouls it back, and the at-bat will continue. The count is 0-2. Deep drive, and that should do it. The ball game is over, and in walk-off fashion, Duke Snyder delivers, scores the run. Greg Jones from third base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th as the Colorado Rockies win the first game of this series. 4-3. Here's the replay. Bang. Slider, fat slider, high inside, pulls it off the wall. He'll be credited with a single, but that would easily be a double, and Greg Jones walks home with the winning run as they take the first game of this series. So the Hollywood Avengers fall into second place. They are a half a game behind the first place Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West. The win goes to Raleigh Fingers, the loss to Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner is now 0-4. That is, again, another is blown save for him. He has been rocky in the bullpen. So, Colorado, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Hollywood Avengers, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Avengers are now 94-54 on the season. They are 40 games over 500, but they are in second place now, a half a game behind the Los Angeles Dodgers in the division, with 14 games left in the regular season. This has been a broadcast of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. It's a shitty result. I wish I had won the game. I wish it had gone into extra innings, but sometimes you lose. That's baseball. Baseball, best team in the division, best team in baseball will lose 60 times in a full 162 game schedule. That's a lot of losses. Sometimes you got to lose. That's just baseball. Thank you for watching. Big thank you to Infinite Phoenix. Thank you to the King Sonic. Thank you to the Outlander Show. Thank you to everyone and anyone who was watching. I genuinely appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you're interested in Viking drama, check out my live stream tonight. Tonight, later on this evening, I will be playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It will be the story of Ivor the Clean Shaven. Coming later on this evening, a live stream. Coming to a television, a laptop, a tablet near you. So again, the final here at Coors Field. The Colorado Rockies win in walk-off fashion, 4-3. See you again soon.